Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini November 16, 2021. The moon may have good rulership so that no one takes the best of your walk. Use the best you can to friends from years ago so that you have someone you trust, the opportunity to vent what you do not need. If they were to ask you, what do you do to make everything feel better for you, do not doubt at any time that you would have the answers at hand. Above all, because Sagittarius would be putting the best of his rulership, making you fill with courage and strength to stand up to criticism. You could have left everything in the hands of who you least thought. But you don't have to feel like you're making bad decisions for that. It is a good time to have the rulership of the trine between the Sun and Neptune, which resembles a harmonious and promising aspect. You may have a good lesson to learn today. When a message concerns you, you most often hear what you want to hear, without checking. You have to accept your failings. When you are bad, you also have to accept being stimulated. The one that pushes you when you are flat will undoubtedly be the same one that will help you go up the slope. Unexpected thunderstorms can surprise you, so pick up the pace. You feel a loss of speed and you have trouble keeping up with the pace. Sleep disorders disrupt your form. Resting more would be indicated. It is necessary to find the balance at all levels. It's time to relax and take a well-deserved rest. Choose the perfect hobby that will relax you while having fun: coloring, mandalas, reading. Let your imagination work to better channel it and, why not, exploit it. Your sentimental life worries you. You doubt the impact you have on the other. Some projects seem threatened. Sometimes you have the feeling that your situation is hanging by a thread. You risk withdrawing a little from yourself. Apply yourself to have your health restored. You have many important things at hand to advocate. That is why you have everything in your favor, understanding that you would be very close to achieving balance and health at the same time. Avoid consuming grapes, mango, or highly sugary fruits. Despite being natural, they are not so healthy all of a sudden. Especially if you consume them at night. Things and events are going the way you wanted. You will be freed from a few minor worries and your mind can escape with a clear conscience. If you can escape your ordinary chores, you will experience great pleasure in indulging in artistic or recreational activities. If you can't, then wait until the evening to go to the cinema or a restaurant. The harmony that reigns between Mercury and Neptune allows you to consider this day with serenity. In principle, you should not have any health problems. One downside, your tendency to waste your energy could cost you a nasty boost in the afternoon. Needless to say, this risk is increased tenfold if your sleep hygiene leaves something to be desired. To avoid falling asleep on your desk or the bus, stock up on vitamins for breakfast, eat lightly for lunch, and forget your 3 coffees before 10 o'clock. The number 4 would be present on this day, so you have to be much wiser than before. You would be making everything recover for you, especially financially, by making a good decision. Let no one make you feel less, just because you go through a complicated process. Today, better than ever, you would be taking control of your finances. Put a handful of rice in a tiny sack, put it on top of a door frame, and it would be a magnet for money. You will certainly have a lot of difficulties making decisions today. Don't be too alarmed. Just deal with the day-to-day business and rely on the advice of others for the rest. The influences of the day do not allow you to perform feats, so the wisest thing is to wait for a better setup. No unnecessary risks. Wait quietly for the end of the day. Today, make yourself understood by your loved ones, in your ideas about your finances in common. Trust your feelings and resolutely go out of your limits. Admit that it is your logic that holds the truth. Follow this vibration. It's a great day to unwind after a busy week and treat yourself to some quality time with family or friends without looking like a boss or an obnoxious coworker. Rest without guilt. Sagittarius would be in the regency, therefore, you could take the best of his strength and passion, because it is probably the way you find a good stay in the love. Surely you would have a partner with whom to unfold your passions. Let everything settle properly so that you feel reciprocated. A hectic day in perspective. Fasten your seatbelt, it will shake. Action, emotion, love, all the ingredients are there to make this day unforgettable, although a little too hectic for your taste. Rest assured, you might have a cold sweat, but everything should end in a fully happy ending. Even if you will sometimes have the impression of being a hero despite yourself. The planet Venus is playing a bad trick on the natives of your sign. Your relationship seems to be in trouble. It is only temporary. Anticipate things by quickly hosting a candlelight dinner. Switch off your phone so as not to be disturbed during this reunion. Recall your common memories so that you don't forget why you love each other. If you are single, unfortunately, today is not the time to meet your soul mate. It won't be long, don't worry. Your work is very important, so consider yourself in one of the best moments of your life. You would be in privilege and the opposite. Relax, good news will come soon, especially on a day like this where the moon is waxing and at the least moment for you. You will most certainly have to travel today. For fun or work. And this change of air will be beneficial to you. You don't think often enough of breaking the routine with this kind of little excursion. If you find yourself in an interesting city, find time to do some sightseeing. Opportunities like this don't happen every day. A slight change is expected in your wallet. If despite the various inflows of money, it seems that your standard of living has not changed a bit, perhaps you should review your accounts. Are you spending more of your money on fun or convenient shopping? By reassessing your financial habits, you may well end up with a better way to allocate your capital. Your daily life and your standard of living will undoubtedly come out significantly improved. The shift of the day's moon indicates that your concern is with the life of your home. You start to feel cramped and plan to move into a larger space or even a pavilion. With your companion it's done, this project could well materialize very soon. In the meantime, you indulge in dreaming of children's rooms, a vegetable garden, and large tables of friends. You are putting the cart before the horse and you know it, but this activity makes you feel good.